So we were seeing on the receiving sub inventory. On the
Yes.
receiving sub inventory, so basically we have these options. So we don't have much things to do here. So only thing is that we have locations. So location becomes mandatory here because this will be a physical location where we will receive one, but I mean we will have one particular unit for a manufacturing plant or any certain plants. So that is the reason this field becomes mandatory. So I'm just attaching the same location that we gave for our inventory organization. Okay.
Okay. Okay, Arun. Got it.
Yeah. So that's it on the sub inventory part. So we created two sub inventories. So one for the storage and the other one for receive. Okay. And the next configuration is item class.
Okay. Okay, Arun. So I think we have to continue from here. Fine.
Yeah. Okay, so item class is nothing but it is kind of an template wherein it will help in terms of auto populating the parameters that we are giving it here. So it is not only about auto populating the parameters, it is also gives more security to the item creation and managing the items basically. So here, if I want to create any new item class, so always I will have to create under the root item class. So root item class is given by Oracle. So this is seated one. So under this we will have to create it. So above this we will not be able to create the item class. So now if I click add, so by default if you see, so this will come under root item class. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Fine.
Okay. And yeah, so I'll create one item class. Okay, so these are the six or seven things that we will have under item class. But here the mandatory things that we wanted to understand is that security and template. So these are the things that we want to have. So probably if we have the locator and the other controls, so we will look into the item management also. So for now,
Oh,
we will see the security and the template part.
fine. Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's what. So we will have to enable this one. So unless we check this one, we will not be able to create item with this item class. Which means when we are creating the item, so we'll not be able to see this particular item class there. Okay. Yeah. So here we have item number generation method. So how do we want to generate the item number? So whether we want we wanted to use the what do you call the root item class generation sequence, or we wanted to give our own sequence to generate. Okay. So sequence generation is nothing but we will have to set up the serial and the other things and we will attach it here. Or if I want to use the user defined, so user can enter anything. So that if I want to give as an option, so I can give the option here. Or let's say I want to give the sequence that is the custom one that we will set it up. So let's say the item number becomes my barcode scanner the sequence. So what I will do is that, so probably if I know the details, so I will give the sequence here, and I will set up the prefix, and I will set up the prefix, and I'll give the sequence number or incremental by. So accordingly, I can achieve the requirement. So that is one way of setting up the sequence. Okay. And the other one is that rule generated. So let's say I have a requirement wherein I have to generate this based on the rules. So generate the rules in the sense I will have the matching criteria wherein I'll give the rules, and based on this rule, basically system will generate the sequence. So that is also possible. So for now, I have not set up any rules for this. So I'll just say what do you call the standard one, that is inheriting from the parent. Okay. And then item description. So this also again, if I want to give the user, I mean, generated based on the parent item class, I can generate it. Or probably if I want to use the user defined one, so that also I can use. Or the rule generated, the same thing. We can do it for the description also. So this is nothing but the number generation is nothing but item number, and this is for the item description. Okay. And these are like workflows to have the item created. Okay. So if there is a requirement wherein item will not be created by everyone, so instead this will go through multiple approval phases. So I can enable this the item request and the other options. So for now, I'm not using anything. So we did not give those options. So that's why if you see here, so this is grayed out. So we'll not be able to give this approval workflows because we will have to define the rules and the other things first, and then we will attach it here. Okay. And then we have the security part. So security is so basically we have two layers of security to this item class. So one is that we will give at the initial phase. So whatever the role that we are attaching to this user, he will be able to create the item, or probably he can only view the item. So whatever the information that we want to give, we can restrict at that level. Okay. And apart from that, also we have an option to restrict at item class level also. So here we have two ways to restrict it. So either I can say for a particular role, that is, let's say product manager or product data stewards. So I can restrict at this level. Or let's say I wanted to give this item class creation access only to a particular person. So I can give this under this principle called person. So group is nothing but for what you call the role or a group collection of works that he can do. Person is nothing but the individual person. So in this case, let me give the existing user. So the user that we have is that Metro Express. So I'm just giving access to this particular user. So now I'll give the access to the inventory arc that we created.
Yes, yes, sir. Fine.
Yeah. So the second one is the inventory organization that we created. So I have just attached it. So I have given access to this particular user called Metro Express, and I'm giving access to this inventory organization. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have certain actions that this particular user can access. So unless we give this access to the user, so we'll not be able to perform anything in the system. So here we have certain options that if I want to give access to only update it or only create it or anything, so that we can give it here. So for now, I'm selecting all the options. But here, if you see, we have a list of options that I can allow user to create, I can allow user to read or delete, anything is possible. So for now, I'm choosing all the options. Okay, so that's about the security. And then we have the template and formats.
Yes, yes. I don't know. Yeah, fine.
Okay, so I'm just creating a template name for this, and I will attach the inventory organization that we created. So I have attached it. So now we will give the list of parameters for this particular template. Okay. So I'll just give the template status. Okay. And life cycle, we will have an product hub. Basically, it will start from design and production, and it will have an what do you call the active status. And once this what do you call the life is done, so probably no more we are selling this particular product. We will make this as an absolute. So I'll make this as an active for now. And then we have a unit of measure. So unit of measure, it's what do you call the seeded one. So let's say I have an customized one requirement wherein business wants to use the service items. So they don't want to use the so let's say they are into the service based industry. So we will create the custom UIM there. But in our case, it is only the standard option that we are creating. So let me select the each here. Okay. So here I have option to use either the only the primary UIM, or probably I can also use the secondary UIM. So secondary UIM that I will use when I have an option to probably to have at two different levels. So let's say I'm using bill of materials. So bill of materials, I will have one as an bots, and the another one, let's say I have this as a different package of these things. So here I will use the two different unit of measures to measure my item. So that is when I will use the primary UIM and the secondary UIM. Okay. Yeah, so these are the basic information that we will give, and then the parameters that we will set up for this particular item class. Okay, so these things we will see as part of cost management. So the costing and these things. Okay, so for now I'm not getting detailed into it. So I'll give three options here. So one is for inventory, purchasing, and order management. Okay.
Yes, yes, Arun. Okay, fine.
Okay, so I have given these details, that is material control details, that is to have this item stocked and check the inventory and do the transaction with this particular item class. So I have enabled this, and lot controls we did not enable it. So we will see once this the basic cycle is done. So we will see the lot and the other locators and the other controls. So for now, I'm not giving lot controls at this stage. Okay. So next thing is that purchasing. So similarly, I'm giving this as an purchasable. Okay, so this default buyer probably we can give it here, or we can select it at this one when we are creating the purchase order or the document, the requisition or any such documents. So we can select at this point also. So if I want to automate from here, so I can give at this place. Okay, and apart from that, the pricing and these details. So mostly pricing, we will not attach it with our item class because if we attach at this level, we will have to create multiple item classes. So it is good that we will attach the pricing at the item master. So when we are creating the item, we can probably attach the pricing there. So here also I'm not giving at this point, so I'm just leaving this option. Okay, and then we have the invoice matching. So we know these things. So two-way is nothing but matching with PO, and I mean two-way is matching with PO, three-way is matching with receipt, and four-way is matching with delivery. So I'll just give the standard matching rule. So that is with three-way. So matching with receipt. Okay, so others are like the exceptional cases, so wherein the controls and the other things. So how do we want to control those parts? So those things we will give it at receiving parameters, because even though we give at this place, or probably let's say we are not giving here and we are giving at item level. So even then system is going to consider the receiving parameters. So that becomes our primary place where system will pick or system will check for the setups. So I'm not giving all those details at this place. So I'm just leaving it as it is. Okay, and then sales and order management. So similarly, I'm enabling this for order management. That is to book the orders. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so we have given the basic information. So that is, we gave the security part, and then we gave the template. So we created one sample template with our inventory organization that we created in earlier setup, and we gave a few mandatory inputs to the system for inventory, purchasing, and order management. So these are the things that we gave to this particular system.
Yes, yes, yes. Fine, thank you.
Okay, so we have created item class. So the next option is that to give the access to the user. So I have already added the roles. So I'll just show what are the roles that I added to this particular user. Okay, so here I have given a few details here. So basically, to create the item, I will need the product manager. So I have attached the product manager role to this particular user. Okay, and then I have also attached the product data steward. So the difference is that I can create items and then I can create the item packs and the other information that I can create with the product manager. And product data steward is like an user who will create the simple items and these things. So those are the difference between. So if I want to understand the details between this, so probably this you might know, I think. So we will go to the roles, and from there we can compare and we can get the details. So which role has access to which function. So those things we can see it there.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, and these are the two roles that I'm giving for item creation. So others are like when we are seeing the other parts of inventory, so we will see in detail. So we have warehouse manager as well, so that we will see at that part when we are doing the inventory transactions. Okay, so for now to create the item, so we need only the product manager. So we have assigned it. So I'll just cancel this. I mean, I have already given access to that role. Okay.
Oh,
So,
okay, understood. Okay,
so
that's good.
the
Yeah.
yeah yeah. So the next setup is to give access to this particular user. Okay. So this access also I have given it already. So but I'll just show here. So I'll just give the username and I gave the role. So let me give it. Okay. And the role that I have given is that product manager. And I have selected the inventory organization. And I'll give probably the one that we created just now. Okay. So similarly, I'll give access to this one also, the product steward. Okay, so we have given, I mean, we have assigned the role and we have given the access to create the item. Okay. So the moment we have done this, so we will have this option called product management. So wherein we will have the information of the product hub. So that is starting from the designing phase to production and make it available for sales. Okay. So I'll just go to the product information that is PIM. Okay. So these are like kind of an dashboard wherein we can see the basic information. Okay, so apart from that, we have these details. So if I want to create the item, or probably if I want to query the item, or creating pack, and these things come under this one. What do you call the BOM and the other things? Okay, and then we have catalogs. Okay, so yeah, I think we will create the catalog also, and then probably we can attach it. So before that, I'll create the basic items to understand. So I'll say create
Oh,
item.
okay. Yeah, fine.
I think probably I attached a different organization, so it's not showing up there. So let
Maybe I
me
can.
create a new.
Yeah, fine, fine. Okay, no issues.
Okay. I think there is an issue with security. Probably I missed somewhere to attach the inventory organization.
Okay.
So that's why it's not showing there. So for now, I'll take the one that I created earlier. So just
Okay.
for the other class. So I'm just using this one.
Okay.
Okay.
Or else, I mean, from this, I mean, item definition onwards,
Yeah.
from tomorrow class. I mean, once you, I mean, resolve or rectify those, I mean, backend
Yeah. Fine.
securities,
Yeah.
then I think tomorrow it easy for me to show you.
Yeah. Yeah. Fine.
That's that's okay. That's not a problem. Okay, I can do that.
Yeah. Fine. Fine. Then we'll see tomorrow.
Fine, fine. Okay. Anyway, I mean, for today, I think as 2 hours, I think we have reached already almost 1 hour 45 minutes. Yeah. Mm,
Yeah. No problem.
fine, fine. It's
Yeah,
okay. I
fine then.
mean,
Yeah, yeah,
fine.
fine, fine. Yeah, so we'll
All right.
see tomorrow.
Okay. And Arun, I mean, for this video, I mean, our presentation, I mean, could you please share accordingly on daily basis? Not immediately,
Yeah,
but I mean, so take your time and circulate. I mean, so do you?
yeah,
I mean, if, there is one some small break was there, right? I mean, just
yes,
before.
yeah,
So
yes, yes.
how do you do? You remove with the I mean software, or you directly make it as one video, or how it
No,
is?
actually, that will be removed. So, I mean, I stopped recording, so that will
Okay,
not
okay,
be captured.
yeah,
So that
fine,
is
fine.
not an issue.
Fine, fine, perfect. Okay, thanks. So and finally, so for
Yeah.
daily practice, I mean, do I get any vision instance? I mean, for the practice purpose, I don't know.
Let me check with Suresh. He should
Suresh,
have
okay,
the instance, I think.
fine, fine.
I'll ask them to share it.
Okay, okay. So after, see, one more help required, Arun.
Yeah,
I mean, after
yeah,
our complete training session, like I mean, 40 hours or I mean, 20 days later.
yeah.
I would like to practice. I mean, do you have any third party, I mean, persons to get the instance access for the monthly payment subscription likewise? Do you have any contacts likewise?
Yeah, we have contacts.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's
Fine,
what
fine,
Suresh has all those things. So I'll get
fine,
from him. No issues.
fine. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I will keep in touch with Suresh as well for this. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah,
Thanks.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thanks.
Tomorrow, I mean, you can schedule. I mean, either it is morning or evening. I'm okay. So based on
Okay.
that, I mean, you can forward the link also. Fine. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Yeah,
Thanks so much.
thanks.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
Yeah, good day. Thanks.